So this hand came up this morning. I'm playing defense. I'm going to be playing defense on this hand. And it made me think of what we've been talking about the last couple of days, a couple of sessions about promotion and position, and in particular position. And 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 the reason, well, you see, I'm going to go through it. I'm going to keep it pretty simple. There's a whole lot of stuff happening in this hand that's really interesting. What happened at our table was that we gave up an extra trick. This contract is going to make. We're never going to beat it. But we gave up an extra trick and got a bad score because of it. And the reason we gave up a bad trick was because we didn't count carefully. Did not count carefully. And the most important thing you can learn on defense is to count points. First thing, every hand. First thing you're going to do is count points. And you do that by either estimating or, as you'll see in an auction like this, precisely determining how many points are in your partner's hand. Now, I know we're beginners and intermediates, and God knows I know defense is hard. It's the hardest thing in bridge. But this one simple habit is going to lead you to better trick taking, better defense, which is get in the habit of counting the points. First thing, before you do anything, count the tricks, count the points around the hand. So right now we know that that East has 15 to 17 points. I always give a 15 to 17 point range. I just give him 16. Okay, so right now he's got 16 points. I'm going to pass, of course. And we get a transfer, and we get a super accept from East. So now we know he has 17 high card points, and he has at least 4 spades. I'm sorry, at least 4 hearts. Okay, the robots play this fabulous little gadget, which is you make your super accept by bidding your doubleton, right? Which will help West decide whether it wants to go on to game. Pass again. I could double in theory here and ask for a spade lead through the strong hand, but I didn't. We get a retransfer by West. Now this could be because West has 0 points and just wants East to play in hearts. It could be because he wants East to play the heart game, which is what happened here. Okay, so what do I know about points right now sitting in this hand? Right, I got 7, 8. East has 17, 25, and West has at least 10. So that's 35. So maybe my partner has 5 points. Now this is still an estimate though, because West could have adjusted for shape, right? So I'm thinking around 5 points for my partner. And I'm going to know really quickly whether or not exactly how many points he has, because I'm going to count the high card points in the dummy. I'm going to make a real casual, passive lead of a club. Right? And now we can count the points. West did not play an honor, so we can count his points. 7, 8, 10, 11, and 2, 13. 13 high card points to go along with East 17 high card points. So that's 30. You add my 8 points in, that's 38. So sitting here right now, I know my partner has at most 2 points. So what do I know he doesn't have? I know he doesn't have the ace, king of hearts. I know he doesn't have the ace of spades. So he could have, actually I could even extrapolate a little. I know that he doesn't have 2 jacks, right? Because I can see all the jacks. Right? So I know my partner has a queen. And the only question is, which queen does he have? Well, when you play defense, you definitely want to have rosy-colored glasses, right? Because if you can figure out what your partner might have in terms of honors, here a queen of diamonds or a queen of clubs, nothing else, then you want to think, well, which queen would I prefer that he have? Well, I prefer that he have the queen of clubs, right? Because there's only 2 diamonds in the dummy. So he'll get the ace, I'll get the ace of diamonds, he'll get the king of diamonds, and my partner's queen of diamonds becomes a worthless card. So the queen of clubs is the only card that I really want my partner to have. Has he denied it by not playing it? What about third hand high? Well, I led the 10, and so North can tell from my lead that either I have the king, right, in which case my 10 is going to hold, or East has the king, in which case if he plays his queen, then he's just set up the ace jack. So I think that there's still a chance he has the queen of clubs. And I don't, if he has the queen of diamonds, well, it's worthless. So I'm just going to assume my partner has the queen of clubs. Now the only thing is whether I can get that trick from him. I get my ace of diamonds at some point, right? There's another trick. So one trick for sure in the ace of diamonds. Maybe the queen of clubs and the king of spades. Now why do I get the king of spades? And this is the point of the hand. Because when we played this at the table, my partner underled the king. Okay? Which gave them a trick. It gave them a trick because I cannot, because there's no way in hell that my partner has the ace of spades. So underleading the king doesn't do us any good. And this is position. When we talked about our power promotion position, I know the king of spades will take a trick so long as it gets to play after the hand with the ace of spades. Okay? Which means I cannot lead the spades. Either my partner has to lead them, or the dummy has to lead them, or East has to lead them. But I cannot lead a spade if I want a spade trick. And that was the trick we gave up. She underled the queen of spades, the king of spades. The queen takes a trick. Ace goes up on the next time around, and it turns out that's all the spades they had. Got the diamond, and that was it. And they make 6 when they are absolutely entitled only to 5 tricks. So what do I do here? So we're going to play these out. Right, it's 5-4-3-1 or 5-5-2-1. I will give a signal to my partner here saying, I got the king of spades. If you ever get in, you can lead through the ace of spades in East. Can my partner tell how many points I have? Absolutely. My partner should have made the same calculations. And she knows that I have 8 points. So and then on diamonds, I think I'll go ahead. I could false card here. I could false card. I could throw a club, but it looks like I'm only going to get the king of spades, so I'm going to go ahead and give a high-low signal in spades. And there's the third heart. So we know that he started with 4 hearts, and here's my chance to score my king of spades, right? By virtue of position, the ace of spades is in East, and I'm getting to play to the 4th trick, so it's absolutely a winner. I better take it. And now my question is, do I want to get a club trick or take my diamond trick? Well, here it's safer probably to take my diamond trick. And then I'm going to lead through the clubs, and I'm going to hope that at the end of the day, my partner is somehow able to get a club trick. Right? Which means that basically that East is going to either have a way to get rid of their club loser in their hand or the club loser in the dummy. If they don't have that, then we get a club trick. But I think I've taken my best shot here at setting up the queen of clubs. Hell, the queen of clubs is set up. The only question is, can East get rid of a club loser? And if you remember, he played ace 10 in spades. And if that was all his spades, then he can play the queen of spades and the jack of spades, pitching any clubs he has. This goes the diamond across to the king. And now he'll play the queen and jack of spades, dumping his club losers. Yep, and another spade. That's right, he had the ace of spades still. And there he goes. He throws away the club on the diamond. So there's the queen of clubs that we set up very carefully, and he makes the queen of spades. So they make 5 tricks here, and he's entitled to 5 tricks. I wonder if I can show that. Probably not. I mean, that's what he's supposed to get. That's the double dummy, is 5 tricks. We tried to set up the only honor in my partner's hand, but we could not do it on time, right? Because he was able to take the ace and king of clubs and then pitch a loser in the dummy. So he did not have a club loser. Sorry, and I'm calling it the dummy, but of course that's the long trump hand, right? Which is the one we're counting in. So he had a club loser at the end, but but he was able to pitch it away and lost that loser. So it was just an interesting hand, I thought, and I thought I'd send it out to y'all as a little extra, just because it came back to the thing that we've talked about, which is position. Right? The king of spades cannot be underlet. The king of spades has to play either third or fourth to the suit if you know that East has the ace of spades. And here we knew that he had the ace of spades, and we knew that because we used the most critical step in defense that you can make, which is first time, estimate how many points your partner has. Try to decide what you want him to have. And in this hand, I could tell from an exact count that my partner had 2 points. And then I was able to figure out what 2 points it could be. And because I could see everything, I could see the major queens, I knew that he would either have the queen of diamonds or he would have the queen of clubs. And in fact, I was able to tell that he didn't have 2 jacks, right? Because I could see all the jacks. So I knew he had the queen of diamonds, I knew he had the queen of clubs. And then I make an assumption, which is because the queen of diamonds is worthless, I'm going to assume that my partner has the queen of clubs. And then I play the hand trying to set up the queen of clubs. We set up the queen of clubs, but unfortunately, because of distribution, there was nothing else we could do. But we hold him to 450. We hold him to exactly what he's entitled to. Okay? Look at it from the point of declarer, right? You can, if you look at this, you can see, well, I have 5 heart tricks. I can get the king of spades if it's on side. Otherwise, I have the king of spades as the loser, and I have the ace of diamonds as a loser. Right? So, and then the question is the queen of clubs. And here, he was able to set up the diamonds, and maybe that's my fault, but he's actually entitled to this. I'm not going to go too far into it. But he sets up the diamonds and pitches the clubs. He could have set up the spades and pitched a spade and just roughed and then pitched a club from East hand as well, and then roughed his final club if he'd wanted to. So it's always going to make. But we were able to tell where everything was immediately from the start, and we were able to make a decision on how to defend it based on position. Where is the king of spades? I mean, where's the ace of spades? Can I manipulate this hand so that I get to play after the hand that has the ace of spades? And yeah, I did. He had to, as it turned out, he wanted to take that finesse in spades, right? Play the queen of spades and hope that he can trap the king of north. But it wasn't there. We knew that. Nobody else knew it at the table, but we knew that. And then we were able to pinpoint the queen. So really interesting hand. It goes to show how to play defense, and you're using the same exact principles that we used as declare, except we're doing it with a blind dummy, right? We don't know exactly what's in our partner's hand unless you get a hand like this. And then you actually do know what's in your partner's hand. All right, that's that.